Welcome to Reviews Inside TV. Thanks for joining us today. If you're into high-performance PC builds, you've probably heard about Corsair's HX1500i power supply. Today, we're diving into this fully modular ATX powerhouse and seeing if it lives up to the hype. Whether you're building a new rig or upgrading your current setup, stick around as we break down its features, performance, and whether it's worth the investment. Let's start with a quick overview of the product. The Corsair HX1500i is a fully modular ATX power supply designed to provide stable, efficient power for high-end builds. It's ATX 3.1 certified, meaning it supports the latest PCIe Gen 5 platforms and can handle power spikes without breaking a sweat. At 1500 watts, it's geared towards power-hungry systems like gaming rigs or workstations. This unit also boasts Cybenetics Platinum efficiency, meaning it's built to run at a high level of energy efficiency, which is always a plus if you're looking to keep your electricity bills down. One of the standout features of the HX1500i is the fully modular cabling. You can only plug in the cables you need, making for a cleaner, more organized build. This is especially handy for those who care about cable management or want to maintain airflow in their system. The 140mm fluid dynamic bearing fan is another key feature, delivering near-silent operation. But we'll get into the fan performance in just a bit. Now let's talk real-world usage. Setting up the Corsair HX1500i was a breeze. Plugging in the cables, configuring the fan curves via the Corsair iQ software, and monitoring the system's power settings was straightforward. This power supply really shines when it comes to flexibility and control. With the iQ software, you can easily toggle between single to multi-rail overcurrent protection, OCP, and adjust your fan settings to suit your needs. It's a game changer for users who like to fine-tune their setups. The HX1500i offers near-silent operation, especially when using the 0 RPM fan mode. When your system is under low or medium loads, the fan kicks off entirely, which means you won't hear a peep from it. During heavy loads, the fan kicks in, but it's surprisingly quiet, even at full speed. It's impressive, especially if you're building a system where noise levels are a concern. That being said, for extreme overclockers or users running systems with high continuous loads, you might find that the cooling performance under heavy stress can be pushed to its limits, especially if you plan to run a full array of demanding hardware. Let's get into the pros and cons. On the positive side, the HX1500i's fully modular design makes cable management effortless, which is always a huge plus in any PC build. The fan's fluid dynamic bearing ensures it's durable and quiet, and the iQ software gives you total control over your system. The 1500 watt capacity is perfect for high-performance setups or multi-GPU systems. The unit is also highly efficient, so you're getting top-notch performance while keeping your energy consumption in check. On the flip side, the HX1500i might be overkill for more modest systems. If you're running a mid-tier PC with one GPU and fewer power-hungry components, you might not need a 1500 watt unit. Plus, while the fan is quiet, when it does kick in during heavy loads, it can be louder compared to other high-end PSUs, though it's still relatively quiet for the most part. When it comes to value for money, the HX1500i is priced on the higher end of the spectrum. But for those building powerful, energy-intensive rigs or who plan to upgrade their system over time, it's an investment that will pay off in the long run. The combination of efficiency, control, and build quality justifies the price for users who need that level of power. Now, how does it stack up against similar power supplies on the market? There are some alternatives out there, but few offer the same level of modularity and control as the HX1500i. For instance, competing units may offer similar wattages, but they don't always come with the same flexibility in fan control or modular cabling. Plus, not every unit supports the PCIe Gen 5 standard, which the HX1500i is built to handle. If you're aiming for the latest generation of GPUs or high-end components, the HX1500i might be worth the premium. However, if you're running a system with less power demand, a unit like the Corsair RM850X or even something from EVGA could be more than sufficient. In terms of build quality, Corsair doesn't disappoint. The HX1500i is constructed with top-tier components and features that ensure durability and efficiency. The fan's fluid dynamic bearing design means it'll last longer and operate more quietly compared to standard fans. Overall, the build quality is solid, and this unit feels like it's built to last. I didn't have the chance to interact with Corsair's customer support for this review, but based on the brand's reputation for quality, it's safe to assume their support is on par with the product quality. So to wrap it up, the Corsair HX1500i is a powerful, efficient, and flexible power supply that's great for high-end, power-hungry systems. Its fully modular cabling, quiet operation, and PCIe Gen 5 compatibility make it a strong contender in the market. However, it might be overkill for casual users with less demanding setups. If you're building a powerhouse rig and want the best, it's definitely worth considering. If you like this review, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on future reviews. If you have any questions or thoughts about the Corsair HX1500i or want to share your experience, feel free to drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep it powered up with reviews inside TV.